Hello and welcome to 24 minutes of One More Minute. We are almost halfway there. I have confirmed that when I get the halfway point, the plan is to use each of those episodes to kind of react to the 6 months prior video and see what that beholds for us. Because I think that's exciting and cool. Because, I think I said this last week, but the whole point of this project is just to do it, to be active in this idea that I had, and just see the growth, so we can make it a part of this project to see that growth, which is exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Yeah, it's been a busy week. Busy at work, busy with my creative projects. It's been a big month. I think it's going to be pretty busy for a while. I feel like I'm looking at like my plans up through like April, and I'm like busy, but I'm pretty good at time management, so I'm like trying to like work and think ahead in like all areas. But that's okay. It's been good. At the moment, I'm doing a lot. I'm at a place where I'm functioning. When I was at uni, I was really active in a lot of things that I did. I was like, by my senior year, I was all over the place. I was the president of 2 student organizations. I was involved in others. I was performing and constantly in shows, hanging out with friends, doing all these different activities and things. I was all over the place while also doing a major and and having 2 minors as well. It was a lot, but like I look back at that time and like I really enjoyed it because everything I was doing I enjoyed so wholeheartedly, and like it was like a being able to do everything that I wanted to do as best as I can, and like just have that going on around me was like my favorite thing. And I'm getting to the point where I'm doing that again, and it just like feels like the same type of energy, which feels really good. Which is nice, like, because I think there's a fear of like overworking yourself, burnout, and I think it all comes from like your intention behind your projects and what it is you're trying to get from them. Why are you working on them? If you're pushing to do something, why are you pushing? And I just think right now I'm in a place where all the things I'm working on are coming from a place of enjoyment, which just feels really good. So I'm like really excited, and like still making sure that like I have time to rest and I'm listening to like what I'm needing creatively, whether it is like rest or like doing something completely different for like no reason outside of curiosity, or it's like burying my head in editing for 5 hours or Twitch streaming for 7 hours, you know? It's all based on like just enjoyment. And it's been really nice. It's been so nice to like get back to that feeling. And I'm just excited for what's ahead, for when I move, and like starting to like incorporate more of like a social aspect of like finding that community externally, because a lot of things I do are like on my own or online. So like starting to have more of the in-person community building and doing things with other people I'm really excited about. I'm interested in how I'm gonna juggle all of that, but we're gonna do it if I want to, you know. So that's been really nice. Yeah, I've been seeing I get a lot of those like what is it, like astrological messages and things on social media that pop up of like, you're a Pisces, this thing's gonna happen this year for you, and like the big messages at the moment, which like I take with a grain of salt, but like it's not entirely wrong. They were saying last August, they were like, Pisces have just completed a 10-year curse or something. I was like, it felt like it. It felt like I was cursed for 10 years. So, and I don't feel cursed now. And they're also like, so now I'm getting ones of like, this February and March, like the way the planets are aligning, your dreams are coming true. This is all about action, and the things you've been wanting and building for are going to be like happening actually. And like So obviously I take that with a grain of salt, but I'm also like, I can feel the momentum around me happening at the same time, you know? Um, and so I'm just excited to see where that takes me. So we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited about just this year. I just feel like a full sense of like adventure and just like it's like putting in effort, but not in a way of like, oh, you have to do this. It's like removing the have tos and the shoulds out of everything I do outside of like working and learning how to live. Outside of that, like, just everything else is very like put in the effort to improve my life and to like have great days, like make the smallest moments just feel so special. That's what I want this year to be, which is really exciting. Yeah, because I'm turning 30 as well this year in a few months, which I'm just really excited about. I like, so like by the time I turn 30, so much will have changed in a way, because I'll have moved and I'll have been hopefully like settled by then, kinda. And so I'm just really excited to like start fresh in a way that feels really good. I think, am I running away from my 20s? Maybe a little, but like, it's positive. I don't know. I'll talk to my therapist about it. My nose is so itchy right now. I'm so sorry. I have like I don't know what it is, but anytime I have an itchy nose, constantly, always, it's always runny or like stuffed. I don't have a normal thing going out my nose. And I feel like it comes out when I'm recording and doing things online because I'm constantly like touching my nose like this, or like sniffing. And I don't know, it's like, it's not even, I used to think it was like, oh, it's a camera thing, for some reason I do that, but it's like, no, I do that all the time, always. It's just I'm aware of it because I'm recording it, so I'm looking back on it, and I don't know how to fix that one. But maybe one day I'll have to. So yeah, that's been good. I've launched my Etsy shop rebrand, which is now Craftsy Waftsy Fantasy. My first product, a D20 tapestry, sold out. It was one product that got purchased, so thank you to the purchaser. And so I'll be making another one of those. But then after that, I think I'm going to move on to a new idea that I have that I'm really excited about, that I can like hopefully make a bit more of. We're going to test it out first and see how it goes and see if it's like practical. But the idea of it, I'm really excited about. So that's been really fun. And just, yeah, it feels good to like work on one product and like for it to sell is really nice. And I think I'm starting to change my viewpoint on like my Etsy shop and what I'm making, because I think before I had this goal of like, I need to like have a full shop and be like, I need to just have all these different products as options. And I think now it's like, no, if I just work on like one thing at a time and focus on selling that thing, and then we'll just make more as needed. And like, obviously that'll change and develop and stuff, but like, I think for now where I'm starting, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good spot. I'm liking what I'm doing, and that's the important part. Yeah, and I finished drawing my Haikyuu drawing that I've been working on for a month, over a month and a half maybe. And I'm so happy with it. I've got a frame coming either today or tomorrow, so that I can frame it and hang it up, and it feels really good to have like something I've worked on of like just not like a new skill that I have of drawing, and pairing that with an obsession I have with this show. It feels really nice to like then have it on display, because like I love buying like merch and like things to symbolize the things that I like. That's like my favorite way to decorate my place, and so having something that I've made that is also that is really, really cool and exciting to me. Yeah, so then drawing wise, I'm hoping, I would really like to continue, because I think that project was keeping me doing it, and now that that project's done, I'm like, well, I've got ideas, I want to keep drawing. And I think my plan is to practice the Date Everything characters from the video game Date Everything. I think that would be fun to see if I can draw them, potentially, because I like that style. and it seems like not too, it's like different, but I think like the lines of those characters seem pretty easy to replicate. I'm hoping we're gonna try it and give it a go. But I think we're getting to the point where I want to start to like see a style and be like, okay, how can I take this style? How can I take what I'm looking at and make a new character within the same vein? So like part of me wants to try that with Haikyuu and that anime, but like that's not really a style that I'm like planning to develop or like draw or excel in. I think it's cool and I love drawing the characters, and I'll probably, once I start watching more anime, I'll probably draw everything and everyone, and that's okay. But that's not like if I were to draw on my own, that's not the style I'm going for. But we'll see. I can do whatever. I can do it all, really. But yeah, so I'm hoping to continue that. But I had like paused crocheting for a bit, and now that I'm making the second D20 tapestry for my shop, it's been nice to crochet again and start using my hands. I feel like I've been doing a lot of screen time, a lot of editing, a lot of like Canva stuff and just like designing things, editing things. So it feels good to like use my hands again, which is really nice. Yeah, those are the big things I'm working on. I just finished my 5th Dragon Age deep dive video. That's been scheduled to come out in March, which is great. So I think I'm on track so far. I counted, I think there's like 46, there's 46 different videos I'm going to be making, basically. We've got 5 of them done now. So we got 41 left, which it sounds like a lot, but it's also not. Like, that's going to go by so fast. But yeah, I'm really excited about that project. I've started streaming Dragon Age Origins, so if you ever want to join those Twitch streams, those are live at twitch.com/duntrash. I also post those VODs on my Duntrash YouTube channel, but then I'll be compiling all of those into one cohesive video once I'm ready to make that video for that game, which I'm looking forward to. I'm excited to see how that all comes together, and I'm starting to feel kind of, now that I've finished this last video, I feel more on top of this project again, with like keeping up with what's going on and what I need to get done in a timely manner. But I think I've kind of nailed that, which is nice. Those are like the main things I'm working on. I'm still consistently Twitch streaming and just loving the community we're building over there. That's been a lot of fun, and once I get my D20 tapestry made, I'm gonna be focusing on like kind of building and improving Twitch and kind of improving my knowledge of it, because I think I run at my knowledge of Twitch comes back to like when I first started streaming like 3 years ago, and so I need to like up that because so many things have changed now. So we're gonna improve that, and just like I want to get some updated designs, which is exciting. Yeah, so that'll be really fun. And I'm really just trying to I think January feels really busy at the moment because I'm moving in February, and I'm going to be really busy with traveling in February. So I'm trying to get a lot done now so that next month is a little bit easier for me, even though it's still going to be busy. It'll be busy in a different way, and I don't need this stuff to pile on top of that, you know? So I'm planning ahead. But yeah, it's been going well. And I think this project has been just so fascinating now that we're almost halfway through. Like, it's something like I really appreciate how like it is low commitment in the sense of once a week I sit in front of my phone and record this for a certain amount of time, and then I just like edit the beginning and the end so that it looks good, and I make the easiest thumbnail and I publish it. And I really appreciate that, and like keeping it that way has been really nice. Learning how to talk for this long has been nice too. It's a good challenge, just to like talk and yap, I guess. Especially after we've hit like the 20-minute mark or like 18 minutes, I feel like I'm like, okay, we're reaching. So I'm hoping once we hit that halfway mark and I'm reacting to the other videos, I think that will hopefully make it like have more to say. We'll have like more of like a focused episode for the most part, but I'll still do like catch-ups on what I'm doing, because I'm sure reacting to a 1-minute video isn't going to take that long, you know? It's not going to take 26 minutes to react to a 1-minute thing. That's fine. But I'm really excited. And, like, I'm excited. I'll be, like, I think I ended last week's video being like, I can't wait for this to be done. But, like, and I mean that in a way of, like, I'm enjoying this project, but I'm also, like, I feel like where I was at when I started this project and where I am now, there's been, like, a big leap there. But I'm also excited to see where I'm at the next leap. Yeah. But I think this is something that I'm like, okay, I see, like, I started this project being like, I don't know what's going to happen with this project or what it's going to turn into. And, like, I still don't. I'm still open to whatever it'll be. But at the moment, we're going to lay this to rest once it's done. At least for now. But I have been enjoying this, and I'm happy to, I like to, when I have an idea, it's so nice to follow through with that, because it just builds trust in myself to be like, I had an idea, I followed through with it, and that feels really good to be like, I can do that, and then we'll just do with other ideas, which is really nice. But yeah, I've so far kept up with my New Year's goal of playing the piano once a week, which has been nice. I also need to start looking at, for the month of January, some voiceover stuff to audition for. So I'll probably do that on Saturday to do it in January, which will be fun. It's like it's so not in the focus of my brain right now of doing voiceover work, but I think it's more like the desire to collaborate with people. That's definitely there. And so I think using that drive, I think, will be a nice way to do it, because I think I'm not fully focusing on, like, performing or voice acting that way of, like, oh, I just want to act, I guess. Like, that's not the main thing at the moment that I'm focusing on, but, like, I know that that's something that I want to keep pursuing, and so I think doing it this way will hopefully be nice. We'll see. We're gonna give it a shot. We don't have to do it 12 times. And then my food Bible has also been on my mind, so I think taking time to start working on that maybe this weekend would be good too. Just to start building that and understanding that, I think would be a really great help for me, especially as I start to transition with my move, and yeah, just as the year takes me, it'd be nice to have the assistance for food, which would be nice. Yeah, because I think I've learned, which maybe I've spoken about before, but, like, I just have such not an interest in cooking or making food, and, like, my brain I would love to just, like, have a set thing I have every day. Like, this is my breakfast, this is my lunch, this is my dinner. It takes 10 minutes to make, and I don't have to worry about it, and my body loves it, and then we move on. But unfortunately, my body gets really bored and tired of what I'm eating, and at some point, like, it just doesn't digest. I don't know, it's like a weird thing where I feel like my body stops digesting and eating things the way it should. Maybe that's all about, like, getting the diversity in your gut biome, I guess. So, like, I can't, like, things have to change with what I eat. That's just part of who I am, I guess. But learning that I enjoy cooking food isn't as bad when I'm making something that I'm excited about and there's a novelty to it. So I'm trying to, like, turn my focus on that as opposed to, like, thinking about efficiency and, like, getting it over with. Instead, I'm trying to move towards, like, the enjoyment of food, because I do like food. I like eating food. And when I, like, am making something I'm excited about, I enjoy the process of cooking. It can be fun. So I'm, like, trying to, like, just turn my gaze that way and do that. So having this food Bible to, like, inspire ideas and, like, ways I can make things fun and, like, remind myself of things that I've enjoyed making before, I think that would be so helpful. Here's hoping. Yeah, there's really not much else going on. It's a lot going on, but nothing else. I am reading, actually, which I will spend the rest of this time talking about, but I'm reading this book called The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Massive book. And anywhere, like, anything I'm doing, if you're listening to my podcasts, or I don't know what else I'm doing, but I will have talked about this book because it's so massive. Um, it's so big and it's so good. Um, I haven't, like, this has taken me a long time to get through. I only have like 130 pages left, 160 pages left, which isn't that, like, if I saw a book that was 150 pages, I'd be like, I can read that in a day, you know? But for some reason, this just feels like a big chunk. And I'm like, oh, it's never ending. Um, but it is so good. Like, this to me is like Lord of the Rings tier writing. I haven't read Lord of the Rings, but like it's one of those like big ones, you know? And this just feels like that to me. And I really am just like so impressed by it. Like, I'm reading it, I'm loving it. Like, there are moments where like I would pause and step away and then come back to it, and like I could so easily remember what had just happened and be like, oh, we're still like I understand what's going on, and like things come up and you get reminded of things at like perfect times. And like it's just so like I know, like I knew what was going on the whole time, even though I didn't know what was going on in the beginning, because it's like she just kind of like throws you into the world when things are happening. You're like, okay, like, and this is happening here and this is happening here. Like, you don't really know, but like you remember. It's not like a forgotten thing, which is like, I'm just so impressed by it. I just think it's so cool to see how much has happened in this book. And I'm like, other authors could never, like, they wouldn't dare put so much in one book. They would break that up into a whole series. And like I don't know, I just really appreciate it to be like, this is a like, it's so good. It's a big read. The world is big. There's a lot going on. But if you like fantasy, if you like dragons, um, and like world building and stuff like that, it's so good. I like just like really appreciate it. It's like leaving an impact on me, even though it's like I'm not constantly like obsessively reading it. Like, I need to know what happens next. I need to, like, some chapters I do, but I'm not like, I can't put this down until it's done. Like, I can put it down and I'm excited to come back to it. But like the impact it's leaving on like my soul and like my creative heart is just massive. Like, it's really big. And I am just like, I'm in awe. I'm in awe of this author. Um, I just think it's so cool and so good. Like, it's so well done. I can't like, there's nothing else I can really say about it. I just appreciate it. Like, there's moments like it's fantasy based, and there's moments where it's like it feels like a heist, and there's moments where it's like really spooky and scary, and I'm like, oh, I'm horrified. Um, it's just, and like the twists and turns. I'm like, oh, and then they make you forget about things so that you get surprised later on. You like, I just recommend it. I just recommend it. And I think there's like a second. I have to look because I haven't looked because I don't want to like spoil anything for myself. But I don't know if there's. I know there's another book that's blue, I think. I know it's small, like this. I don't know if that's like the second one or if there's another one of these. I haven't looked yet. We're gonna look after. Yeah, I'm just really happy with this book, and I'll probably finish it hopefully this week. I can read 150 pages in a week. I just don't know. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. But yeah, that's been like good book. Once I finish that book, I'm hoping, I think I'm gonna, well, I've got my Ouran High School Host Club manga to read because I bought the box set, so I'll be reading that. Because I need something light. After reading that, I'm like, I need something just light and like very nonchalant, and that will be perfect. So that's great. I'm looking forward to that too. But yeah, that was 20, what was that, 24 minutes? We're almost there. Have a good week.